So what'd you think?
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's it?
Is there something wrong with nice?
Yeah. The color purple was nice. Moonstruck was nice. Come on now, this was something else entirely.
What?
Did you read what Newsweek said?
What are you doing reading Newsweek?
What? Why? What do you read?
Sports Illustrated.
Uh-huh.
What, you don't like sports?
It's alright.
Michael Jordan?
Yeah.
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 You live in Chicago. In 1989, you were getting to see something you will never see again.
Yeah, I said.
Okay then.
Anyway, Newsweek.
All right.
Newsweek was worried it would cause race riots. Said it was dynamite under every seat. Just some white critic figured all these black folks would be sitting in the theater, see some other black folks breaking windows, be like, "Sure enough, that looked like fun to me. Come on."
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it was an exaggeration, sure. But it did seem like it was advocating violence in a way, don't you think?
Hey, your mom was white, right?
So?
So, how come you don't go out with white girls?
Who says I don't?
Uh-huh. I know the type.
I'm just a struggling black man in a cool and harsh world.
Oh, so you're struggling.
Aren't we all? Hey, I like the dress, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yes, hey.
Well, you should see what I wear on a second date.
Oh, is this a date? I just thought this was a, summer associate taking out his senior associate for a movie and ice cream.
Really? Then why'd you put your hand on my knee back there in the theater?
Is that my hand?
That's too bad.
What?
You're getting all squirrely now. I thought you were Mr. Confident Harvard man putting your hand on my knee. I was like, what? This knucklehead 1L thinks he's getting some.
I did think so.
Think again. So you really didn't like it?
What?
The movie. You thought it was advocating violence or whatever.
I thought that was the question. I mean, Malcolm, Martin. Civil disobedience or armed struggle, that's the dialectic of black resistance, right? That's what he was asking. And I didn't say I didn't like it.
So, how about you then?
How about me what?
Where do you stand on the whole dialectic of black resistance?
I see both sides.
Don't parse, man. Was he right or not to break Sal's window?
It's just a movie.
Spit it out.
Why do I get the feeling like there's a lot riding on my answer?
There is a lot writing on it.
What? I mean just so I want to know the stakes here.
I think you know.
I already put my hand on your knee, remember?
Yeah. Now we're trying to decide whether or not you get to move down or up. Damn. Yeah.
Okay, so you want to know where I stand?
Yes, please.
Okay. I respect nonviolence. MLK, Tiananmen, that's courage. But the anger is real too. I mean, Malcolm said, I don't call it violence when it's in self-defense. I call it intelligence, right? So sometimes I want to throw something through a window, break something. What black man doesn't?
Go on then.
What?
There's a trash can. There's a window.
You want me to start a riot in front of Baskin-Robbins?
Don't you think you should?
Not really.
How come?
Well, I don't think Sidley Austin would like their summer associate getting picked up for malicious destruction of property his first week on the job. And anyway, I don't think Baskin-Robbins has any racist pictures of Italians hanging up, so...
It's not black owned.
If we threw trash cans at every white-owned business in Chicago, we'd have one hell of a litter problem, wouldn't we? So this is a dare.
That's right.
Okay then. It's bolted to the ground.
Improvise. Only Don Rubin can see you now.
All right.
Let's see it.
Okay.
Oh, that happens to a lot of guys. Okay.
So how'd I do?
How'd you do what?
Down or up?
Jerry's still out.
How come?
It's cheap.
Cheap? You were listening to $100,000 worth of Harvard education here. Excuse me.
Bolted to the ground, huh?
Immaterial.
I think the jury's reached a verdict.
Wait. I haven't even made my closing argument yet.
You're not a lawyer.
Editor of the Law Review.
Summer intern.
So we'll call it on-the-job training.
Go on then.
Okay. So the question is whether or not I'm real for you, right? I mean, that's what you're asking. You don't want to get involved with some honky cracker Uncle Tom who can't get down with a good old-fashioned race riot. Even though you yourself went to Harvard and work at a white shoe law firm. Am I warm?
Okay.
Okay. So you want me to talk about the movie. It's a test of how down I am, whether I'm worth introducing to your Southside Democratic Precinct Captain Daddy. A white mom makes me a little bit suspect. So talk is cheap. But I'm supposed to prove that I'm in favor of breaking glass, even though by day I'm doing intellectual property litigation for the man. And I would be happy to tell you what you want to hear, but I mean, to be honest, when I was in the movie theater, I wasn't thinking like a black guy or a white guy. I was just thinking like a guy. I was thinking, I have my hand right now on a knee that is attached to the finest leg I've ever seen, and I don't get to kiss this girl tonight. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Have you ever thought about going into politics?
Why?
You never even answered my question. Bet you could be mayor one day.
I'm Blake Russell.
I'm Laley, Lippard. And I'm Irina Zadov.
We're the producers for the Chicago Home Theater Festival. This is night
13!
Are you sure? Cool, that's great.
So I just want to thank you so much for being here. This is a really special night and it's so wonderful to see you all. I just want to give you a little bit about the history of the the Home Theater Festival, the International Home Theater Festival. It was started in Berkeley about 5 years ago by a man named Philip Huang, who heard from artists a kind of rally cry to be recognized not by institutions, but by the value and importance of their work. So they reclaimed the domestic space and made the private public and created the International Home Theater Festival, which spans 3 continents, 10 countries. Right now, all over the world, you are all sharing in this special, exciting radical, dare I say it, festival.
Speaking of radical, one of the biggest themes this year is an idea of radical generosity. What that means for us is that all of the tickets go directly to the artists, and not just the work that you'll see tonight, but artists all over the city. We have over 150 artists participating in this festival, and your donation is actually supporting each and every one of them. Thank you.
And what makes the Chicago component of the International Home Theater special is really the beauty that is this city. Can I see a show of hands, folks who are here from the north side? Thank you for coming down.
Yeah.
West side in the house.
Yes.
South side people. Yes, thank you. So our mission is really to reroute creative maps. The way that we've curated this festival is in collaboration with artists and hosts, with really the idea of getting folks to leave their neighborhoods, go beyond their comfort zones, and cross-pollinate audiences, artists, and acknowledge the fact that home is where the art is. So today we are in the home of lovely and wonderful Bill Ayers, and maybe you want to
Second-time host, and thank you so much for letting me be a second-time host. That was my acting debut. What'd you think? I didn't have a line, but I still kind of liked it. I was taken from the beginning by these three and by the idea of radical generosity and the idea, which Alice Kim and I have shared for a long time, of opening public spaces, creating spaces where people who don't typically talk to each other, find each other through art, through a kind of commitment to making the city a living and a vibrant place. So I'm thrilled to be a part of it. I was just blown away. I've seen this play once before. This was fabulous. You guys were great. And I would be remiss if I didn't brag a little bit. My son wrote the play. That's Zayd Dohrn right there. And he was commissioned to write it a couple years ago for the American Theater Company, and he was given the year 1989, and he riffed on 1989, and I thought it was, well, I'm his dad. But anyway, we got some food in there. We've got 4 more things to do, and we're going to do it in the house, in the backyard. A little rain won't stop us. And thank you all so much for coming. I want to say one last thing. Some of you went online and did the appropriate thing of giving $10, which is going to go to the artist. Some of you didn't, so give me $10 if you didn't give me $10 before. And also, even if you gave $10, I got a special designated back pocket in my coveralls for money for the artist. So as we pass each other in the night, don't feel shy to give me a 20 or 10. Or
if you want to put something in his back pocket,
spare change,
this is the night.
anything. But I really think that this is how we grow something like this. Is a community like us assembles and we support each other. So thank you again for coming. Thank you guys for being brilliant. Laley, one more word.
Yes, I just think before you applaud, and we will applaud you after we applaud. It's not me that you're going to applaud. I just want to go through the night really quickly so you have an idea, because performances will happen more organically. There's not going to be a stop and like next up. So I just want to acknowledge Zayd Dohrn's play at the beginning. Then once we walk into the house, there will be a performance that has already started by room 916. It is an installation performance in 3 different spaces on the first floor. So feel free to travel around, sit down and watch, go into the kitchen, get some food, also observe. They're just performers everywhere. And that's going to happen for about 20 minutes. And then after that, we're going to move out with that performance out into the back, where a group called the Starfish Project will be performing out on the back porch, and they take real life text and create a show about home, inspired by Anna Devere Smith. Then we'll take a quick break, and Becky and Christine will have traveling murder ballads that start in the kitchen and travel through the home, and we will end with the Chicago Q Ensemble in the front room. Again, thank you so much. Thank you, Bill.
All right, let's do it. Move in. Listen.